Do you remember how I said it in the beginning when it was like either you buy it or I close the door?
I remember how firmly I said, just shut it. Like, I don't care. I don't want to have a hair salon for myself.
Welcome, everyone. How much fun was that intro? We're super excited to be here. I'm Jodie Fielden, and I'm with my work wife and bestie and business partner, Adri Verga. We're here to help you turn your challenges into opportunities, overcome obstacles, and discover practical challenges to create success.
That's right. And hi, guys. My name is Adri Verga.
Yeah, so we're going to share our personal stories, and we're going to speak a bit more about how we overcame challenges and learned to embrace change, even when it was unexpected and often uninvited. It was just all of a sudden I lost all these main people, and I had to go back to work and juggle. I used to take Harper and run her up to Joe. Do you remember him at the florist? But I used to run like the baby, like I'd express the milk and grab the baby, and I'd run him 3 shops up to the florist, and he'd take her for an hour or two so I could work, and it was just all crazy. And so I ended up, because we were a really big salon, and like I had like 13 people working for me anyway. So it became too much, because this is one of those times that I didn't know where to find help to try and because I'm a big thinker, details elude me, hence why I was in such disarray. So, all of a sudden we reduced, and Graham said, look, because the salon's so large, he's like, oh, we might just look at having a rented chair, because the lady I bought it from used to do that a lot.
And the salon was like, when I went to your salon, I could feel, that a little bit all over the place, because you had the new baby, and the girls, they tried to help you, but what was it really? Everyone did what they thought it was the right things to do, and
there was
wasn't really
no
the right
system.
Yeah.
All the systems were in my head, and I was always such hands-on and always there to direct. So when I'm not there, and then it's not done my way, and I used to get like always, oh, why can't they just do it?
Yeah. No, then you were really in a panic. You were almost like, all right, like, would you just come and manage the salon for me? And I said, like, a break, like,
I don't even know
you. Like, I'm just starting to renting a chair. My life is like all over the place right now. I'm not ready to take on management. So anyway, we were, flipping around this idea for a while.
We did feel like we bounced it, didn't we? We kind of just said, oh, well, look, if you can just watch it when I'm not here. And then, I just need you to make sure no one burns anything down, or, there's a lawsuit somewhere.
Yeah, and then a couple of months later,
eased you into it.
Yeah. And a couple of months later, like, I sort of committed to it to help, and help you to run the business. But running a business and owning a business is very, very different. So,
two very different things. And I didn't have everything. We didn't nut out. I don't think we ever had a clear, like, these are my expectations, those are your expectations. So a lot of things never really happened that, like, I would otherwise. It just all kind of happened.
The only help what you could is what it's available for you. That was me, like, because Gay still had her young children. She could not help you. I was the one, like, whose partner was living in overseas. I was by myself with a dog. And, like, I was basically the second best or the third best choice, and this is how we ended up. And I was managing the salon for you for almost 3 years. But during that 3 years, you wanted to sell this salon for me so many times.
I know. When Bryn was about 18 months old, I received 2 diagnoses. I received Harper's autistic diagnosis and Bryn's autistic diagnosis. And it was so overwhelming getting all this information. And then so I'd become to the point where I'm like, that's it. I can't do anymore. I need to just go and concentrate on my family. I can't look after the business. So I'm going to sell it. And then things would start going a little bit better, and I'd get my groove on. I'm like, okay, I don't need to sell it. I can do this. And we went on this up and down roller coaster for ages. I reckon it would have been about 18 months that
probably, because when I finally decided to buy it, then the business started to get a little bit better. And you told me, just give me 6 months, so I can take some money out for, just earn some money for my hard work,
I
and then
built
you can have
it back up. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
built it back up because at one point it was, and was when I was mentally at my lowest, and, you know, emotionally with the kids and everything. And Graham, I had no family support, you know, I don't have parents here or
Yeah.
anything. And then once they were able to go to daycare, I could go back in and, like you said, build it back up. And because I'm there and I'm on the floor and I can make money, and it got back up to where at least it was paying me a wage, paying for you know, like it was an asset again.
Yeah.
Like I built it back up
Yeah.
to an asset, not as good as I could have, but
Yeah.
to the point where I knew I wouldn't feel guilty selling it to you, you know,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
and I remember that day that when I finally decided to, do you remember how I said it in the beginning when it was like, either you buy it or I close the doors. Like
Yes.
either way,
Yeah.
this is going to happen.
I remember how firmly I said, just shut it. You know, like, I don't care. I don't want to have a hair salon for myself. But then by that time you moved out and I moved upstairs. And I started to think that night, I remember I was thinking about, you know, like, if you shut the doors, then I need to find another salon. And it was really difficult to find someone to rent a chair. But even if I would find another one, are they going to be flexible like you used to be? Because you used to be really a dream landlord, you know, like you gave us so much flexibility, you know, like we could come and go, you trusted us, you know, like, and we were really very trustworthy, you know, like Gay and me,
Oh
like
yeah, it
we
was
would never do
worth it.
anything. But
Yeah.
that was what I was thinking, you know, and then I moved the clients again and whatever. So I remember, you know, like I told to you, you know, like, all right, let me to look into the data just a little bit to have a look, you know, like at least, you know, like I can make it to work. And we noted out with my accountant that it should be fine. So I took over the salon, and I remember how devastated I felt in the first 3 months. I had no strategy. I had no plan whatsoever.
Lots
I
of phone
felt like,
calls. And so he ended up convincing me to go and look at this salon in an area of Sydney that I said I'd never move to as well. So I don't, if I say I'm never going to do it, don't listen. I think I said I wasn't having kids as well, to be honest.
yeah, well, you ended up
So
with two.
I know, right? But yeah, so it's a running joke between Adri and I about the salon we never wanted. And
So the last thing what is left for us really, guys, if you would like to, I invite you to check out the link. We leave a link for you in our bio, and you can join into our Facebook group, or you can follow us on Instagram. Our handle is @FocusGDT. And if you want to, you can actually jump over to check our website. We have a lot of free resources for you. And the website is www.focusgdt.com.
yep. And also you on the website, you'll be able to find the links to register for any of our workshops that we've got running at the time and our courses, because we believe everyone should have the opportunity to build a successful business. And, you know, that's why we designed this podcast, because we want to help do that. Okay, guys. Well, that's it from us. We're going to see you next week. And remember, we're here to help you turn your challenges into opportunities, overcome obstacles, and discover practical strategies to create success.
Bye for
Sydney's
now,
your home.
guys, and have a lovely rest of the week. Bye for now.
See you
Bye.
guys. Bye.